welcome to a new vlog. I thought I would do like a 48-hour reading vlog. I kind of just came up with it last minute because I'm trying to finish my current book before the festive readathon starts, which is hosted by Steph from Steph Loves, because right now I'm reading Crescent City and I have it with me in the car, but I'll just put a picture here by Sarah J. Maas. I'm loving it. I was nervous that I was not going to like it as much as I loved ACOTAR. I literally read the entire ACOTAR series in the month of January before Silver Flames came out. I think it was January I read it, or February, something along those lines. And I'm just loving it. To me, it gives me a CSI vibe set in a fantasy world, and that just is everything that I never knew I needed, but I need. It is so good. I think Sarah J. Maas does such a great job at making fantastical creatures relatable. Like, that's a pure talent. I mean, I felt like in both of her like in this book and in ACOTAR, like I can relate to Faye, even though obviously, like, how can I? But I can. And I think that's like says something about how great her talent is for writing. So I really give her props for that. But yeah, I'm liking it. If you're not familiar with this story, I really don't want to tell you a lot because I feel like it's best going in not knowing, but we are set in this world that has a bunch of different fantastical creatures and humans as well, and our main character Bryce, something happens and she is now involved in investigating some murders, and then she has this bodyguard named Hunt, and yeah, so I love a good fantasy romance, so I cannot wait to see what I have left in here to read. I'm around page 300. I'm reading it reads super quickly. I also have it as an ebook, so like when I'm in bed or I don't have my book with me, I'm still reading this one, so I'm reading it across all different formats, which is really exciting. But yeah, so I'm in the car because right now I am running to Barnes & Noble. I don't know if you can see it back there. I'm doing some Christmas shopping. Not for me. Hopefully I'm good about it and not pick anything up for myself. I do have a couple other errands to run, so I will bring you along with me. I'm sure the stores are going to be really busy because it's getting close to Christmas, so much filming I'm going to be doing in there, but I will do a haul after Barnes & Noble. Yeah, so this weekend, 48 hours, I know I have some bookish mail coming, which I'm super excited about. I'm doing the polar plunge, which is raising money for Special Olympics, on Sunday, where I literally am gonna go in a lake and it's gonna be freezing, so I will put some footage of there. That's tomorrow. But yeah, so let me know. I'm not officially participating in Vlogmas. I just didn't want all that pressure. I have a lot of stuff going on in December, but I'm just gonna try and post as much as I can. So here we are, and I have a video going out today as well. So let me know if you're participating in Vlogmas. I literally love opening up my YouTube every morning and every day, and there's just so much stuff in there in my feed. I absolutely love it. So, all right, I will check in after I have bought some goodies at Barnes & Noble. Back from my shopping adventure. I unfortunately did not get to have a ton of footage. Things were so busy. So different angle, you get to see my sloppy bed. That's clearly not made. But I did get some goodies. So the first thing I got was, where did it go? That's from another store. Is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is my first Brandon Sanderson book. I'm really nervous, but I figured I'd start with the YA versions of his, like, series of his books before going into, like, full adult Brandon Sanderson. But I am excited to read this one. I think it is going to be really good. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just going to go with it. The reason I picked up it was buy one, get one 50% off. And so for this, I bought Duke Actually by Jenny Holiday. This is an adult romance. That's all I really know, and I'm really excited to read this one. I thought it was kind of funny. As I was shopping for these books, I was actually posting a video. It was a haul video. I'll put up in the cards above. And I was like, oh, I need to slow down on buying books. And here I am buying books. So, and the last one that I bought for myself is one of the probably the prettiest covers, I think, of 2021. And this is Wild Ones. This is by Nazia Azad. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but it has like a shimmery glare to it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a fantasy queer book. That's all I need to know. Yeah, literally the most prettiest book of one of the prettiest books, I think, of 2021. So super excited for this one. And then I actually did get what I needed to get when I was there. Sorry, I'm just trying to put this up. I don't want this to get ruined. Is what a book for my cousin who is 10. If you're watching, Reagan, pause because she does watch my videos. And it's Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Elson. This is one of my favorite books of the year, of all time, and I'm really excited to read this, or her to read this, so that she can talk to me about it. She loves reading, and I love getting books that we both like, and I can share them with her. So yeah, so there's my little bookish haul. Did I need them? No. But yeah, so I am getting book mail, which is 2 more books, but technically I've actually already read these 2 books. I just really liked them. They were on KU. So yeah, I am gonna read. I'm just kind of chilling inside, relaxing. I'm gonna read Crescent City, so I'll check in with that, and then also check in once I have actually get those other books. So I'll check in later. So back in the same spot because everything was still set up because I didn't take it down from my last check-in. But I'm checking in because I got book mail. So obviously I did do some reading, but I got some book mail. So was it earlier this week, I read this book, There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. This is an indie published dark romance serial killer. It's, yeah. So I've been sick, and so I literally binged this book. When I mean I binged it, I read this one in a couple of hours, and then I read this one. I finished both of these books in a matter of less than 24 hours. So go read this. It's on KU, which I do recommend reading it on KU, or at least accessing it on KU, even if you have the physical copies, because they have a playlist, and on KU they're linked right into the section you're supposed to play it. So you can just click. I don't know if it's in the physical book or not. Like they rate it, like write it, like that's where you're supposed to go. I don't know. But the playlist for this is so amazing that I have just listened to the playlist like in my car, and I'm brought back to like certain parts of the book. But these are so good, and as soon as I was finished reading the first one, I purchased both of these, the first and the second. It's a duology, so I could have them in my collection, and just started picking up the book. The second one, I will definitely reread these. Would like to read them as a physical as well. But yeah, this series is so good. I highly recommend it. But definitely, this is just filled with trigger warnings, so check that out. But yeah, this is the order that I was like waiting for. Yeah, I cannot wait to put these on my shelf. So I will check in next time, probably when I've actually read a little bit more, but I'll see you then. Hello, I figured I would do a check-in, and I'm still looking like a hot mess. I apologize for my closet being open, but like I said, wanted to do an official check-in because I'm almost at 400 pages. And I just cannot say enough good things about this book. I love this juxtaposition of like they're in this fantasy world, and then a minute they have cell phones and they're taking pictures of each other, and I just think that's really fun, and I love that. I love like the urban fantasy feel to this book. Also, I just love the banter between why am I drawing a blank? Between why am I drawing a blank on his name? Why am I drawing a blank? Bryce and Hunt. I'm tired. The conversations between the two of them are so funny, and I just love the relationship that's growing and the friendship that's like blossoming between the two of them. And yeah, I just love this like CSI feel. It's just amazing. So yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I'm kind of reading a little slow tonight. I've just been distracted by social media, which is just not good, and just everything that's around me. But yeah, so I'm going to continue reading. I may check in before I go to bed. I'm not sure because I will go over to my Kindle to keep reading in bed. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but we'll see. So either tonight or tomorrow I will do a check-in, and I'm hoping to get another chunk of this big book done. So I'll check in later. Hello loves, it is Sunday, and wow, it's really up close. I am currently getting ready for the polar plunge, which is why I have this shirt on. I am on Team Incredibles. My team consists of like 4 people, and we've raised over $1,000, which is pretty cool. I do it with my dad. This year my dad's friend joined, and then my 10-year-old cousin is doing it. We're literally jumping in a lake in like 30 degrees weather. So yeah, it's gonna be so cool. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. But before I leave for the polar plunge, and I'll try and get someone to take some video of it so I can put it in here. But I wanted to check in because I did read more last night. I took a shower, got the book on my Kindle, and just kind of turned the lights off and read. And I'm just so in love with this book. And definitely, I think this will be on my top books of 2021. So a book coming in last minute to maybe knock another one off. But I just can safely say now that I have not just read one series by Sarah J. Maas. I truly love her writing. I think what I love about it most is that you feel so connected to these characters. Like, I was reading last night and my heart was breaking for these characters in this story. Like, I felt like they were real people. Like, I really knew them. Like, I felt like I was experiencing their trauma with them, like their emotions. Like, I was feeling heartbroken and sad and angry as I was reading this book with them. And I think for an author to be able to do that, like, they have to be very talented. I mean, my heart is breaking for like a character I don't even know. Like, that's not real. So yeah, it's really, really good. I don't feel like I know too much to say because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I love that it's fantasy with like a mystery aspect as well. Like, I feel like that I haven't read a fantasy like that. And I think, like I said, like, yeah, I'm literally absolutely in love. So I'm over 400 pages now, which is pretty good. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today like I technically wanted to, especially since this is taking up my morning. But yeah, so I will check in later once I've read. Like I said, if I can get my mom or someone to videotape. My husband can't come because he's got to stay home with our other kid because she's recovering from being sick. We were all sick last week. So if I can get some footage, I'll put it in there. But yeah, so wish me luck, and I will check in once I've read some more of Crescent City.
You ready, Lindsay? Go, go, go! Go! She's going. She's trooper. Oh, she went under. Oh my God.
So I did my polar plunge. If I can insert the video, there is a video. I just don't know how like quality wise of it, I did not obviously film it. I have it inserted it. Either way though, I'll put some pictures up on the screen. It was a lot of fun. It was so cold. The temperature of the water was 40 degrees. So not like, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's really cold, but it could have been worse. We've had kind of a mild winter so far. And outside it was like high 30s. So, I mean, it could have been way worse, but it was so cold, like it was rough. So I have my Polar Plunge sweatshirt on, and yeah. So after that, I did take a little trip to Target with my son. We were all safe, had our masks on, and you may have saw I bought a book. I have no self-control, but I've been really wanting this book, and I love the cover of it, and it's Gilded by Marissa Meyer. And this is like a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and I have learned that I do enjoy retellings. Once Upon a Time was one of my favorite shows. It is one that I've rewatched before and everything, and I've really kind of gotten into them, and this cover just is like really pretty, and like even the chapter title pages are gorgeous as well. So, and it's gilded, and then there's like a crown kind of embossed on there. So yeah, I'm excited to read this book, and yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about it, but yeah, so I have not read the Renegade series that she has wrote, or the Lunar Chronicles, or Heartless. So this will be interesting to see how I feel about her writing. And hold on, my camera just stopped. I don't even know if that recorded. So yeah, I'm excited. Add this to my fantasy shelf. Like I said, I need to stop buying. So now that I'm home, relaxed, I am going to actually get some reading done. I don't know why my blonde hair is like a different color there. Weird. Okay, maybe it's just the lighting. Wow, sidetracked to the max. So yeah, I'm gonna go read. I will check in. I think there were some sprints going on I need to focus, but I am really excited to head back into Crescent City. So I will check in. Next time will definitely be after I have read some books. So see ya. Hello. So way later than I planned on checking in. It's like 8 o'clock. I just had stuff to do, like Sunday boring stuff. So I'm on page 500, so I figured I would check in. Still just loving it. I really, really like Bryce's character. I think she is such a baddie, which I'm here for. I love the inside thoughts that we get into Hunt's mind when he's thinking about her and like what he would like her to do to him, or he would like to do to her. Like, I love that component of it. I just love their banter. Like, I'm legit laughing as I'm reading this book, and I feel like, which is nice because it needs to be broken up, because there are some really sad things that are going on in this book, and a lot of emotional and trauma that she's having to relive and go through and all this stuff. So definitely super just into it. And I do wonder though, so they're constantly talking about how she has the injury on her leg, which I'm not going to say how, but it happens like right in the beginning of the book, and they keep referencing to how it's really hurting her right now, and that like that it's like really inflamed and she's having trouble walking with it. So I'm wondering if that has going to play a part in the book at the end, because they keep referencing it. So I'm like, why does Sarah J. Maas reference it nonstop if it's not anything like going to play a part in the plot later? And I feel like she never does something unintentional. So I'm waiting to see if like why she keeps referencing nonstop how bad Bryce's leg is going. So we shall see. So I'm going to continue sprinting, reading by the Christmas tree. It can't get much nicer than this to end my Sunday. I'm dreading work tomorrow. I don't know what my classroom is going to be like. I've not been there since before Thanksgiving break. So it shall be fun. But I will check in tonight. I don't know if I'll finish this like I wanted to in this vlog, 'cause I still have, it ends on like, it's just shy of 800 pages. It's 800. Oh no, that's the acknowledgement. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what page I'm on now. Like, it's literally just shy of 800 pages. So, but we'll see how much I can get done tonight. So I will check in later when I get back to reading. Okay, I had to check in. I'm doing sprint still, but Sabine, is that how I say her name? I literally hate her so much because she's hurting my hunt. And I love him, absolutely love him. Like, he is on my level of, as I'm the Rysand or Resand, okay? I can't. I'm so frustrated right now. Like, I need to go to bed. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm on page 576. And I just, I can't do this. And I'm just so invested in this book. Like, it does not feel like I've read 500 pages. And I think I was putting this book off for so long because it is considered, I don't know if it's adult or new adult, but it's considered an adult fantasy book compared to like, YA. And I just thought that I know ACOTAR is too, but like ACOTAR is like a weird, like YA and young adult, new adult, whatever, or new adult, I can't talk, I'm that tired. But even though technically it should be adult with all of the smut in there. But I was nervous, I guess, diving into this world that was going to be really complex to understand. And I think that's a lot of times why people say they don't pick this up because it's so big and they're going to feel like it's, complex world building. But she does such a great job that I have not been confused on any of this book at all. And so I don't know why I've been putting it off. Like, I've had this book in my possession probably for almost a year. I've been putting it off, and I actually had it before I even started reading ACOTAR. So don't put it off. If you're hesitant that you're going to be like confused on it, that you haven't read a lot of like adult fantasy, I don't think this is that hard to understand. And I think part of that is because it does have that urban setting. And like sometimes you forget that the characters are not like humans because they're like fooling around with like cell phones. And I think that's just awesome, and I love that. So don't wait to pick this book up, even if you're nervous. I'm telling you right now, go read it right now, okay? So I'm gonna read some more, even though I need to go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow, but I just can't. All right, bye. Okay, I had no intentions of checking in tonight, so my lights are off. So I am reading it on my Kindle and I'm using the light, so I apologize, but I need to talk to someone about something that just happened. My heart is breaking in a million pieces. It's breaking in a million pieces for Quinlan. I can't. Like, I feel like I'm gonna cry because everything that I thought is not true. So I'm towards the half. I'm at 77% of the book completed. So if you've read this book, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm just, when you get that feeling when you're reading a book and your heart starts like going really fast. That's how I'm at right now. And this is why I had to check in and why I look like a hot mess and my light is off. But I can't. I'm lost for words. So unless something major happens, I'm going to check in tomorrow. I'll probably be at work while I may close out this vlog. But this is what I needed because I felt like I was kind of in a fantasy rut, kind of. Like, I feel like after I read Six of Crows, like, which is one of my favorite books of all time, which this is probably going to be one of my favorite books of all time too. Like, I feel like I was struggling to pick up a fantasy that I really just had that same feeling reading it. And I'm getting that with this book. And do I like it more than the ACOTAR series? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of contemplating to do, but I'm going to just read this because I can't. All right, goodbye. I finished the book and I cried at the end. Like, so it's been a little bit over 48 hours. Because I had like 3 hours left in the book. And I wanted to finish it so I could get my reaction. And this book is a 5-star read for me, a new all-time favorite, a favorite book of 2021. This book gave me the same feeling that I got after I finished Six of Crows. That feeling of I did not want it over with. I want to go buy every special edition of this book. I want everyone to read this book. That's how I felt after I read Six of Crows. And that's how I feel right now. This book was so good. She is the biggest baddie I've ever read. At the end of this book, Bryce was like, I wanted to be her. Like, she is just amazing. Sarah J. Maas killed it with this book. I feel like I can't stop smiling because I am just so in love. And then Connor. Okay, so Connor barely plays a part in this book, really, if you know what I mean, I'm talking about. But why am I so in love with the idea of Connor? Like, his character is just so good. Like, this wolf. Go read this book. Like, if you are scared, don't be scared. I don't find that it read so quickly. It did not take me long to read. It's not hard to understand. Go read this book, okay? I'm telling you, go read it. But yeah, so new favorite of all time. Blew everything out of the park. I loved every second of it. So yeah, this has been a nice little vlog. I ended up reading just one book, but I'm really proud of actually how fast I finished Crescent City. I probably would have finished it faster, but I read the Sophie Lark books. Like I read them in, like while I was reading this, and kind of took 24 hours. I read those two books. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to take this crazy journey with me, please make sure you press that subscribe button. If you want my friend on any of my other social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, all the I forgot what I was gonna say. All the information is linked down below. So stay calm, loves. I'll see you next time. Bye.